So I've been seeing a lot of discourse of the Amazing Digital Circus voice cast members being problematic and also slash cancelled for certain things. So let's go down the list. So first things first, Gangle and Ragatha's VAs of how they are like in a ship in the show that seems really bad, and I believe it's like something to do with Jax and Gangle, which like if you like that like certain shit because Jax is like basically kind of rude to Gangle, I'm kind of concerned. But like also I see a lot of people defending them saying like, oh, like the creator said like, oh, it's okay to ship any type of character you want, like and all this stuff. Well, one, just because our creator said it's okay doesn't mean it's okay in general. If you just pull that card up, then that means when a creator said, oh, shipping a teacher and a student together is okay because the creator said so in the show, which is really messed up if you think about it. And I'm not here to say that like I have the higher up to say anything because I'm a kid, which one, I have more common sense than these adults, but I'm not saying I'm smarter than these adults because I'm still a kid, I'm still learning stuff. But this is my point right here. Just because someone says like it's okay doesn't mean in general it's okay, And so like sometimes we kind of forget that these voice actors are human as well. So then they have their own certain mindsets, and every time when we think that they are, it's not them, That's why it's shock for us for hearing them saying like, oh, I love these type of ships, even though for us it's like, oh, it's very problematic. Yeah, that's how they are. And no matter how many times we gotta cancel them and do that stuff, either one or all, they're probably not gonna change. Or if they are gonna change, hopefully it's for a good cause than just bad cause. But either way, it's not that concerning to me of how Ragatha's and Gangle's what their ship like is problematic because it's kind of abusive. And so that one, since they're like in a ship in a cartoon, I think later on they'll get why people are mad at it, and they'll see that it's not like that okay. Plus like that, like them getting canceled on that one thing is not that bad. So the next thing is Jax and Zubal's VA back in, I believe, what I saw in 2019. So here's the full context. What I heard. Full context is during a live stream, someone has a username that's similar to the word of the N-word, and that actually there's the VA for Zubal was reading it. Some like Michael and some of their other friends was also not live stream heard it, and they're like, oh, like they thought he actually said the actual N-word, but it turns out to be a word similar to it. And that fact is that during the whole live stream, they were kind of like poking fun of it, of how that word seemed way too similar to the N-word. And Michael was also making a long joke about it, of during the game they were doing, it was like a t-shirt game, which t-shirt had the most votes wins, and he wrote down the word of the similar word of the N-word. And I do know Michael did apologize for that, which granted for him to actually apologizing, but here's the thing, what I was hearing, that a lot of people were saying like, oh, like back then they were adults and stuff. Like, first of all, this was back in 2019, and where were you when they actually said it in the live stream? Where were you during that? Like, answer me that first. And secondly, also, just because someone is a kid and said like make a joke like that doesn't mean that it's okay for them to say it. It's not okay to like do that in the first place. No matter what age you are, don't say anything that's like really messed up. And so I'm just glad that Michael Kovac actually came out and apologized for something back in 2019, and a lot of people were saying that like, oh, like some black people say it's okay, like it's funny for not all. Just because certain people are okay with it doesn't mean all of them are okay with it, right? You're the same people that are saying like, oh, just because one person does something bad doesn't mean the whole people are bad. You're the same person that says that, and yet you're doing the same thing but in reverse. Like, come on, right? Also seeing that the creator is being cancelled. I don't know if it's because of the French voice actor of Gangle being, like a PDF, and like for right now, like I'm in the gray spot of Goose. Even if it was her, it was even if her being the one who hired her, and then again, like it's like she is hiring people, and she doesn't like really like full on background checks on these people because they're making an indie show. It's not gonna, plus it costs money to actually hire some people to do background checks. That's what I'm saying right here. They're an indie show. Glitch doesn't have that much resources to actually do background checks. They're already putting enough resources on the animation, on the voice actors, on people who's animating, all that stuff, on the marketing as well. Those type of stuff takes a lot of money. So it'll make sense that Goose didn't know that the French voice actor of Gangle was a PDF file. Unless they knew, then yeah, that is a red flag right there. For right now, we only have around 4 people right now are in the clear, but whatever's gonna happen in the future, I don't know. So yeah, I just want to say that. That's all I want to say. See you guys next time.